Hey everybody, I'm back again with another video. Honestly guys, it's very hard to live in an open concept house, and I've tried recording this video about 10,000 times and I'm not re-recording it because I live in a house with a lot of people and it seems as if getting quiet time is impossible, but that's besides the point. So back again with another video. Just wanted to quickly come here and talk to you guys about something social media related yet again. I saw that my video that I posted yesterday was very effective. I had a lot of positive feedback, so thank you to each and every individual who took the time out to watch my video. It means a lot. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to create effective social media content. I know for myself, I used to be someone who just posted to post. I would post any and everything, and I would have a very disorganized, scattered, cluttered Instagram page. So if a brand or an individual was to come on my page, they wouldn't be able to tell you what my message is throughout my Instagram because there was no brand consistency. So I had to unfortunately learn the hard way. I had to do some research, take a few classes to be able to realize that I was doing the wrong thing. So today, yet again, I have 5 points. I apologize guys if I look this way. I don't want to end up repeating myself or saying the wrong thing. So I kind of wrote some of them down so that I don't end up overlapping or just sounding like a broken record. So step numero un is set intentional goals for posting. What I mean by intentional goals are make sure that when you are posting, whatever you're posting, that you're not just posting to post. And like I said before, posting to post can negatively affect your Instagram if you have a certain demographics that you're trying to appease or you're trying to get brands to notice your page. If you have a picture of your cat, then a picture of your dog, then a picture of you saying save the whales, but then you're eating a beef burger, but then you're showing something from PETA, people are going to think that there's something going on in your head and you may be a little bit mentally unstable. So you have to make sure that whatever you're posting is intentional and it's consistent. That way people are not confused about who you are, what you're trying to achieve, and what direction you're trying to go with your content. Take it from me guys, I've had people tell me sometimes, someone thought actually the other day that I was trying to be an Instagram model through my Instagram post because she just saw pictures of me, and I was like, no. So I kind of had to restructure my whole Instagram bio and kind of be a little bit more intentional with my posting so that the person could see that that was not my goal at all, because again, that's not what I'm trying to do. Numero deux is actually no, sorry, back to number one again guys, because I told you I was going to go off track. So if you are trying to generate sales, make sure that that is evident in your posts. If you're trying to generate leads, make sure it's evident in your posts. If you're trying to get web traffic to your website, make sure that's evident in your posting. If you're just trying to get engagement, make sure that's evident in whatever content you're posting. The more intentional you are with your posts, people will be able to put you into a certain niche market, and you'll be able to attract people within that market towards your page because your content is intentional in that demographics. I'm gonna say intentional 3 more times because I feel like it'll get through to someone to be intentional. See, that was 3 times. Numero deux is equipment. What you use to take your pictures and your videos is so important, guys. So important. So some of my pictures I take on my iPhone. Some of my pictures I take on my camera. But if you're taking pictures on an iPhone or a Samsung, we don't like Samsungs over here, but I'm not going to go there, or your Galaxy or whatever other irrelevant non-Apple phone there is, make sure that the quality of your pictures are crisp and clear. If you're taking pictures and your pictures look blurry, or your pictures look like they were taken on a LG chocolate from like 2010, people are going to be able to tell, and you can't try and attract certain brands or certain type of people if your pictures don't look a certain way. So equipment is essential. Having a good camera, having a good phone, having good lighting. Lighting is so important, guys. If you take a picture in a dull or dim space, sometimes you can't edit it to make it look bright enough. Sometimes a picture is just going to look dull and dim. So make sure that wherever you're taking your pictures, that the lighting is impeccable or at least subpar with potential for YouTube. Number 3, edit it. Editing is so important, guys. Edit it, edit it, edit it. And I'm not talking about edit it where you go from being, you know, thickums to being anorexic Annie. That's not what I mean by editing. I'm not talking about like editing your whole body, editing your face. I'm talking about editing your pictures so that the colors, the hues, the lighting, everything is just cohesive, that it all blends together and it stands out and it properly represents your picture. If you don't edit a picture properly, you can honestly damage a very good picture. A friend of mine actually I was sending him a picture of myself to show him, and he was like, your picture isn't centered. And I'm like, what do you mean my picture is not centered? He's like, when you're editing it, make sure that your picture is centered and make sure that you don't edit it too harsh. At first I was being ignorant and I was rolling my eyes like, this boy's bitter, whatever, I know I look cute. But then when I looked at the picture again and I kind of turned my head, I was like, oh my gosh, he's right. My picture is a little bit off. Sometimes you may edit your pictures too harsh. A lot of people on Instagram use these presets through Adobe, and sometimes it makes their faces look dark but the background look light. If that's the hue or if that's the scheme that you're going for your Instagram, by all means knock yourself out. But make sure that when you're editing your picture, people can see you. Like, unless the point of the picture is the background. So like if I'm editing a picture of how I am right now and all my picture, like my picture is mainly about the leaves behind me, it doesn't matter how my face looks because I'm trying to draw more attention to the leaves than to myself. So I would edit it in a way that I'm detailing more of the leaves and not bringing as much attention to myself, even though I think I look cute, but that's besides the point. So when you are editing, it is important to use the right programs as well. I use Adobe, I use, oh my goodness gracious, there's certain apps you can use as well, and I will link them all in the description box below for anybody who is interested. Canva's a good one, BeFunky, one called Creative Market. There's another one called PicMonkey that I recently found about. Obviously I must have lived inside a bubble while wording. It's good to use sites like Canva and PicMonkey because the font variety is very, very broad and you can make it look pretty without it just being a picture of yourself. So editing is very important. Edit is number 3. Number 4 is caption this. And what I mean by caption this is making sure that whatever caption you do use for your pictures or your videos is either reflective of whatever you're posting or something that's engaging. Make sure that's conversational. If you want to do a poll, make it a poll that engages your audience, and make sure that whatever you're doing, it's relatable. I find for myself now that I've been using a lot of engaging, what do you call them? Captions. Wow guys, brain fart. Captions to kind of get the people who are coming on my page engaged. So if you are taking a picture and you're drinking a Sprite, you can ask people Sprite or 7-Up. Those type of captions literally keep people on your page, and that increases your engagement because people are more prone to want to respond. So for me, I realized when you use engaging captions or captions that kind of include your audience in it, the chances of you getting either more likes or your engagement increases or even just getting more traction is higher because people have a reason to want to respond to your post because you're asking a question. Who doesn't love a good conversation? Who doesn't love a good debate? Whatever can essentially lead to something that could equal to a debate or conversation or an argument, people are all for it because secretly deep down inside we're a little bit messy, even if you want to deny it. And number 5, if applicable, make sure what I wrote down again. Yes, if applicable, make your Instagram page a business page. So only if necessary. If you are somebody who sings, if you are somebody who writes, if you are somebody who sells a product, it is crucial that your page be a business page. Why I say that? You cannot track insights on Instagram the way you need to for yourself unless you have a business page. A business page will properly outline for you which posts are the most engaging, are getting the highest reach, more people are responding to it, and if people are clicking on whatever you have on that post, it'll show you who's clicking it. Not exactly who's clicking it, which obviously Instagram, you need to step it up because I need to know who's watching my stuff. But it gives you enough information for you to carry on to see if what you're doing advertising wise is effective. So if you can, make your page a business page, link it to a Facebook, link it to a website, do whatever you can to make sure that you are getting your what is that saying again? I can't remember the saying, but you just want to make sure that whatever you're doing through your business page is working out for you in the long run. Because essentially, if you're on Instagram and you're trying to make your content a certain way, it's because you have a goal. If your goal is to make money, have a business page. If your goal is to be able to track your insights so that you can show these big brands and organizations who you want to work with, again, make your page into a business page. I found for myself, making my page into a business page has positively affected me because now when I do want to, sorry guys, it's the girl. When I do want to reach out to these big businesses or corporations or companies and they ask me, can we see your analytics? Can we see your numbers? I can actually just go to a specific page on my Instagram and I could say, hey, I have this amount of numbers, this amount of people, and then they'll be able to say, okay, you know, your traction's pretty good. Yes, we want to work with you, or no, we don't want to work with you. So those are my 4.5 points. I'm gonna go over them one more time. Number 1, set intentional goal. Honestly, guys, I have the fan on and the fan is blowing my hair into my eyelashes, which are baby fans. So the fan is blowing the fans into my eye. And this is why I'm struggling. So if you guys keep seeing me doing this, it's because the fan is blowing the fan into my eye. Number 2, equipment. Your equipment is important. Number 3, edit it. Make sure that your editing is crisp, it is beautiful, and it effectively portrays whatever your image is. Again, I will show you guys a bunch of different editing tools that I myself use. Number 4, caption this. Make sure that your caption is engaging. And number 5, if applicable, make your Instagram into a business Instagram page so that you can start making that money. All right, everybody. Oh man, this is pretty cool. All right, everybody, that is it for today. Hopefully I was able to help anyone. Again, guys, if you have any questions or concerns, do not be scared to shoot me an email, DM me. Don't slide into my DMs. DM me if it's business related only. And I will see you guys on my next video. Peace up, A-Town down. And if this was the don't rush challenge, I would just go, don't rush.